After not filming anything yesterday, I have done some filming today. So tonight's video just shows you what's been going on here today. Here's little Nero. So there's plenty of Nero in this video. But towards the end, you'll see some video that's been sent to me this evening by the wonderful Jane Alexander. And no, she's not related to me, who very kindly went to see Teddy Bear today with a wonderful care package, and she FaceTimed me so that I could chat to him myself, and it was so lovely to see him, and he's bright as a button, bless him. I have had a lengthy conversation with Jonathan today that I'm not going to give you too much details about now because we are still waiting for some more results. My mind is going from one idea to another and back again, as any of you have been in this position will know. So as soon as I've got the full story and the full picture, you will of course all be the first to know. But I would also like to thank every single one of you for your unbelievable words of support for whatever we do, and for all the right reasons. To our anonymous donor, our infamous anonymous donor, who, if you saw the post that I put on YouTube earlier, made an incredibly generous offer to help with our 110k fundraiser, which I've put a hold on the deadline for. Yeah, you're all brilliant. You're the best Friesian family that anybody could ask for, and it's all thanks to all of your support that we can keep giving all these horses the very best life that they really deserve. Anyway, I'll stop waffling. I'll carry on being eaten by Nero, your little monkey. Mwah. He's clearly feeling better, and enjoy the rest of tonight's video. Good morning. What better way to start with Saturday's birthday boy? 22 on Saturday, Hoytsy. Growing grey gracefully. There's his breakfast. There's little Jubbers, who wants to have Hoyts' breakfast, but I'm afraid he won't get the chance today. Little Jubbers has come down here, and I've whipped his muzzle off because, as you can see, he's made a rather large hole in it. And obviously we still need to restrict the amount of grass he's getting. So he's just tidying up on the floor where Annie and Ren and Dale have left their food. Oh look, there's Frey, stopping Annie from stealing the rest of Renska's breakfast. There we go, Jubbers. Fresh muzzle on. No laminitis for you. Ren managed to get the rest of her breakfast, didn't you, sweetheart? Don't pull faces at Jubbers. You're supposed to be nice Auntie Ren, aren't you? I'm glad the rain stopped. It's still very chilly today. It's not like summer. Hello, Annie. You food thief. And we put Dow in the barn to polish hers off because she gets a little bit more than everybody else. There's everyone's favourite rainbow boy. I spoke to Sam yesterday, and he'd had the results back from his bloods, which showed a little bit of liver damage. So his liver function is working well, but there was a bit of damage there, which, as he said, can often happen if they've got a virus or they've had a virus. And the body has a really good way of being able to repair and regenerate the liver. So he's looking a bit brighter today. He's still been quite off colour, and he was still coughing a bit yesterday. But as we've got a little bit of sunshine, it is actually quite chilly today. I have decided to pop him down in the orchard with Annie, who's going to babysit him. And I know this is going to make him very tired, but you can't beat a bit of green stuff. I'm happy that he's on the road to recovery. It's just taking longer than it usually would, but he's on lots of different supplements to help with his immune system and to support him. And as you can see, his coat's looking shiny, his appetite is fine. He's just not quite himself. We got 2 boys in bed this morning. That's Uber on the left, little Prinsicle on the right. And then there's Iceman up there. And tomorrow's birthday boy, Angel Eyes, in his fly mask, over there. Now we've got Uber in the turnout, and this is a good reason why it's not suitable for all of them to free rein, because Uber is a very dominant character, a bit like Hidda. So there's been lots of squealing with the girls when he was over here, and probably there'll be a bit of arguing when he comes over and chats to Hidda. But Uber loves the girlies. And he's quite dramatic about it, but Hidda is likely to tell him off. And this is where I've said before, you know, Uber has a similar temperament to Hoitza. So when he's around mares and other geldings, he can get a bit hormonal and a bit overprotective. Doesn't help that Doutzen and Wren are looking at him longingly. Hidda, because he's a little incapacitated at the moment with his sarcoid, he's being very sensible. Anyway, we've just got a new bale of haylage turned up, so I'm just going to go and sort that. That's the haylage in. Frey and I will push it into the hay hole. Hidda's given up on the girls. He's letting them flirt away with Uber. It's just not worth it, is it, Hidda? Hidda's gone with Uber. So Wren is in between Hidda and Uber. So there's lots of dramatic noises, but it's all amicable. It wouldn't be if Hidda and Uber were in together, but with a fence between them, they're fine. So I can keep an eye on them while I've got Doutzen here, who's in desperate need of her legs being trimmed up and cleaned. Aren't you, Dow? Look, it's the beautiful Renska who does all the live hacks on a Wednesday. I've just brought her into the arena because after last night's live, where we had a good gallop round the field, which she thoroughly enjoyed, it made me even more aware of the fact that I just haven't had the chance to do as much groundwork or work with them, with any of them, as I would have usually by this time of year. And she was quite uneven, so she was throwing me to the left a lot. Now obviously I have imbalances, but she has imbalances which I know about. She's having a shout to Uber there. So today I'm just going to spend sort of 20 minutes, half an hour with her, just helping her to stretch in the right way, loosen those muscles off and help with that balance. There's lots of screaming from Uber, who's chatting to Doutzen right now in the background. She's such a flirt. Uber's actually going to head back down to the field now because Iceman and Hannes are coming in, because Chris is on his way to sort out their feet. Now obviously my thoughts all the time day and night are being dominated by Teddy Bear, but equally, as I've said on the live hack, I have to get on. You know, there's always things to do here. So I know he's in safe hands. I still keep jumping from one conclusion to another, and I'm trying to stop myself overthinking it. But, you know, those of you that have been in this situation yourselves over a loved animal, you'll know exactly what I'm going through right now. And I have to reserve judgment until I get the results of that bone biopsy. But for now, I'm going to focus on the gorgeous Auntie Wren. In other news, Bessie's barn. And this is a bear who you might have seen in an earlier video. And go on, Bear, do you want to tell everybody what you've been doing in here for the last how many days?
2 days. I'm so proud. I was painting this beautiful room to become a horse stable.
Weeks.
I'm from Palestine, Jordan, but I have always lived in Doha.
You're visiting us, and this is something that you've never done anything like this in your life, have you?
Now I'm so excited. I have many things to add in my resume. Planting, weeding, walking Woody, the dog, painting.
Well, it's
talking to horses as well.
Yeah, because you were very, very scared of all animals before you came, weren't you?
Exactly. Yesterday, Woody was cuddling with me.
As for Bessie's barn here, this is your third coat of the lime putty mix, or fourth?
No, this is the third.
This is the third.
This one was perfect from the first time, but these two needed some repainting.
It looks incredible because when you first put it on, it doesn't look like it's got any colour to it, but it dries and then looks like this. Well, you've done us proud.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much too.
Oh, thank you.
We're just in the feed room. Frey's over there on kitchen chefing duties today. And Mum's just come up to the barn. It's lovely to see you up here, Mum.
Yeah, it's nice to be up here.
Yeah, and you've bought me a little delivery, which looks like it might be flowers. So first of all, I said, well, surely this is for tomorrow because it's her birthday tomorrow. But it turns out it's for me. So I'm going to open it and have a look. Mm-hmm. We've opened the flowers. There's some beautiful flowers here from Diane Pell, who's very kindly sent us some chocolates. And as we're about to have coffee and we're going to be FaceTiming Hull over in Italy, we'll enjoy those chocolates. So thank you, Diane. That's really kind of you. Mum's also being kept very busy in here with this gorgeous little jackdaw Tamara and Mum rescued whilst I was off up at the vet's the other day. A little introduction to Wilson, who you'll find out more about in the gorgeous bit of video that Tamara's put together that I'll post next. As the rain's coming, we're going to bring this little fella in, and I have to say, how good was his movement there on that leg? That's quite impressive. So he might be struggling with the virus, but the hock is looking good, and he's clearly not in a hurry. Chris has arrived, brought the rain with him. We'll forgive him this time.
Usual.
Yeah. And Iceman's just having his toes done. And then next will be little Angel Eyes there. He managed to pull a shoe off, but he was due to be done this week anyway. Weren't you? And we got Dow with her nice freshly shaved legs, looking pretty in her yellow. So hopefully her yellow will bring the sunshine out. And we're going to head off to Mel's, and Jodie's going to take Niki News for a bit of a groundwork session. Noodles, it's been a while since you've been anywhere, isn't it? I can't remember when she did last go somewhere. Okay. Yeah, it probably was. What do you think, Niki? She's such a good girl. It's her favourite spot at the back. Dow and I have finished our session, which was fabulous. I was doing some of the exercises that we do on the ground with the groundwork whilst I was on her back, so I was confusing her a little bit. But when we got it right,
it went well. And there's Jodie and Nikki Noodles, who's not been here for a long time. She's not done a groundwork session with Mel before, but Jodie obviously does a lot of groundwork with her. So it's nice when Ice is having a rest that Jodie's been able to bring little Mabel along, and now Nikki Noodles, just to get some expert tips from Mel and other exercises to do. So even though there's a noisy tractor behind those trees over there, which would ordinarily make Nika want to put her head up in the air and go very tight and tense, you can see that she's listened to Jodie. Okay, she put her head up there, Jodie just touched on her neck and just asked her to relax. Good lad. Have a little bit of a massage, yeah? Is that nice? Good boy. Good lad. What are you saying? What are you saying? You like those? That's his cleaves. So he's having a bit of a pamper, a bit of a loving. Hello, gorgeous boy. Is that nice? Oh, yeah. Right, thanks, Auntie Jane. So he's got a treat bowl, turnip, lick. He's having bananas. He's having blueberries, mint treats. So yes, he's tucking in. And then I'll show you his pawlies. Want some banana? Oh, I think you might be able to hear the planes or jets, that's what they sound like. Banana. Is that nice? Is that nice, handsome boy? Oh yeah. So he's just had a couple of bananas. He's had treats. He's had a massage pad on, which he was fine with. So yes, we've a little bit of loving. So we're going to give Mum Tracy a ring. No, he can't eat my phone. Good lad. We're flying planes again. Good boy. Who's a good lad? Good lad. Good lad.
Morning with a smile on my face, feeling thankful for the love and the happiness we chase. Sun is shining brightly, sky so blue and clear. With every breath I take, I'm grateful you are near. So grateful, yeah. Thank you for the laughter, thank you for the tears.